Time now for the Bear Chill 5 o'clock news on this Thursday evening, July 30th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins at your 5 o'clock news at 9 0. Tops right here at 5 o'clock on this Thursday evening. Here is the airplane fragment found on an Indian Ocean island of Reunion is being from a Boeing 737, the same as Malaysian Airlines missing flight 370. Sources told MC News on Thursday. An anti-abortion group that has cited proof that Planned Parenthood sells fetal tissue for profit released a fourth video Thursday as one features uncovered footage of a Planned Parenthood employee discussing the details of parts. Cincinnati. Here's the latest developments of the case of the July 19 fatal shooting of a motorist after a traffic stop by University of Cincinnati police officer. A fired University of Cincinnati police officer charged with the shooting of a black motorist used a stun gun on the motorist in 2012. The White House petition is calling for the extradition of Walter Palmer, the Minnesota dentist who recently admitted to killing Cecil the Lion in Zimbabwe, has surpassed 100,000 signatures, meaning the White House will have to respond to the petition. In Jerusalem, revelers dancing and singing throughout the streets of Jerusalem during the Holy City's annual gay pride were left shrieking in pain and panic Thursday night. Anti-gay extremists lunged into the march leaders and stabbed 6. It was the second attack in 10 years. Maryland Governor Larry Hogan said Thursday there was disgusted by the Obama administration's decision to deny Maryland federal aid to help cover the cost of the Baltimore riots in April, which erupted after the arrest and death of Freddie Gray. The Afghan Taliban faced the biggest challenge in their history with the death of the revered leader Mullah Omar and its selection and success that the group was entered uncharted territory. Everybody knew it was coming. Russian officials have warned for weeks that they would veto a motion in the United Nations Security Council to establish an international tribunal that was responsible for the Malaysian Airlines Flight 17. Jerusalem, Israel legislatures voted Thursday to allow the forced feeding of hunger-stricken prisoners in extreme cases, a move that appeared to be aiming at preventing Palestinian inmates from using faster window release. In Kathmandu, Nepal, landslides set off a heavy rain struck several villages in Kaskia, a popular tourist area in western Nepal, killing at least 33 people, senior local officials said on Thursday. In Grapevine, Texas, 3 passengers were slightly hurt when evacuated on American Airlines jet after smoke was detected in the plane and appeared to leave Dallas, Fort Worth International to Chicago. Several 911 calls described her in the Louisiana movie theater after a man opened and fired during a screening of train work with one pleading for dispatcher to send more ambulances, quote, an audio released on Thursday. A church custodian discovered 4 Confederate flags that spread out across the Ebenezer Baptist Church early Thursday morning in Atlanta as authorities searching for the 2 white males were captured on church security cameras. A new fast-moving wildfire forced hundreds of people to evacuate parts of northern California on Thursday as 14 large blazes continue to scorch the drought-plagued state. In a contest that accurately estimates second quarter economic growth, a tracker created by the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta once again did better than private sector rivals. No one seemed to know how worms get into tap water, but residents in Old Winfrey town, about 1,425 miles east of Houston, are drinking from bottles this week as worms infest Houston suburb water supply. Los Angeles. Comcast Corporation's NBC Universal Film and Philly, the little lost lender that the European Space Agency dropped on a comet last November, is still lost. Although they woke up last month and made contact several times with it, Rosetta Orbiter, which is examining comet 67P. On Friday, July 31st, a rare so-called blue moon will be seen in the sky. The event occurs only once in every 3 years or so, and which will not recur until 2018 in January. Patches of ground in South Africa, where huts were once burned down, and reveals surprising clues about the history and future of our planet's magnetic shield. In New Delhi, London, the World Medical Association leading the International Medical Ethics Body said it will look at a number of questions raised by Reuters investigation and the organization's future president. All right, looking at the stock market report at 504, down 5.41, puts the close at 17,745.98. SP 500 up 6 cents to close at 2108.63, and Nasdaq outperformed the mid earnings data at 17.05. Close at 51.28.79. European markets, DAX 11,257.15, up 45.30. FTSE 668.87, up 37.87. CAC 40, 5,046.42, up 20.98. Asian markets, Nikkei 25, 22.83, up 219.92. Shanghai 3705.33, down 83.44. HSI 24,497.98, down 121.47. Oil markets, 48.48, down 31 cents. Brent 53.35, down 3 cents. Brent natural gas 2.779, down 85,000 a point. Gold markets, 1087.40, down $5.20. Silver 14.71, down 33,000 a point. And copper 2.3775, down 3 cents. And the bonds. Euro 10-year 2.257%, down 200 a point. German 10-year 0.656%, up 1,000 a point. And Japanese 10-year 0.46%, down 1,000 a point. And 100 point. And European US dollar 1.0933, up 2,000 a point. US dollar Japanese yen 124.14 unchanged. And Great Britain pound US dollar 1.5601, up 2,000 a point. Alright, looking at that commodities there. Wheat, 497 and a quarter, up 1. Soybean, 931 and a half, up 8 and a quarter. Corn, 385, up 6 and 3/4. Sugar, 11 and a quarter, down 21 cents. Coffee, 125, up $2.85. Cotton, 63.52, up down 37 cents. Rough grass, 11 and a half, up 30 cents. And cocoa, 3,237, up 10. Live cattle, 145.30, up 375,000 a point. Lead on, 79 and a half, down 35 cents. And FT cattle, 211.45, down 25,000 a point. All right, let's look at New England incident alerts here at 5:06. Nope. Let's move it on to sports, where the Boston Red Sox will be trying to salvage a finale of a 4-game series against the Chicago White Sox at Fenway Park, with Steven Radden, the man for the Red Sox, while Chris Tillman for the White Sox. All right, look at that. Major League Baseball scores that were played this afternoon. San Diego Padres edge out the New York Mets 8-7, and the Washington Nationals shut the Miami Marlins 1-0. If you thought the Toronto Blue Jays were done following the Tuloski trade, you thought, wow. Toronto stands winner July have a big prize on Thursday afternoon, sang into trade Tigers ace Dave with a prize on a 4-player trade. While Tom Brady was all anyone asked about during Patriots training camp Thursday, is second-year quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo, who's likely to take the first step of the season if Brady's 4-game suspension available in federal court. The NFL season is still more than a month away, but already New England Patriots have an injury problem after New York Jets fans sent the entire team to the burn board with a pro-level drill move at training camp Thursday morning, as Jets fans trail Patriots training camp with cheers flyover. Fair Channel News time, 5:08. Time now for a travel report here on this Thursday evening here. 95 on the northbound side, it's open Route 4 in East Greenwich all the way out to downtown Providence. 95 on the southbound side, it's open Protect all the way out to downtown Providence here. 146 on the southbound, it's open for Route 95. 610, Route 10 and 6 flow from Providence to Stanford. Cranston here. 610 connect to northbound side, so from Route 6 all the way out to downtown Providence here. 195 on the westbound side, it is so from East Providence all the way out to downtown Providence. Get some accidents on 95. On the northbound side before 195 in Providence, so expect some delays here. 138 on the eastbound side, the Newport Bridge is a little slow. Route 4 to the northbound side, so from 43 in East Greenwich to Route 95. Route 4 to the southbound side, so from Route 102 in North Kingstown to before Route 2 from Exeter. Route 4 a little slow around the North Kingstown here. 295 on the southbound side, so before Route 95 in West Warwick. 295 northbound, so after 95 in Warwick all the way out to Route 12 in Cranston here. 295 on the southbound side, so from Route 6 in Johnson to Route 14 here. 195 on the eastbound side. It is sold from 103 in Somerset all the way out to the Braga Bridge. 195 westbound side, sold from 240 to Route 18 in New Bedford area here. On the Cape, Route 6 in the eastbound side, so after Route 134 to Dennis. And around Bristol around Route 137 here. Route 6 to the westbound side, so from 137 all the way out to 134 here. Route 28 on the northbound side, so before the Borden Rotary. Borden Bridge in the southbound side of 28 it's slow here. Route 20 400 southbound side for Route 495 in Rainier Mirror. 495 in the southbound side sold from 24 before Route 44 in Rainier Middleburg doing exit on 495 southbound around Route 24 in Rainier Mirror. 95 in the southbound side sold from 495 in Mansfield all the way up to 295 in North Attleboro here. 95 in the southbound side sold for Route 128 in Canton all the way up to Neponset Street. 24 in the southbound side sold for Route 128 in Canton all the way up to before Route 27 in Brockton here. Route 3 in the southbound side sold for Braintree split all the way out to Route 53 in Hanover. Here doing an accident on Route 3 in the southbound side after 228 Rockland, so expecting delays here. In Greater Boston here, Southeast Expressway on the southbound side sold from the Mass Pike all the way up to the Braintree split. Southeast Expressway southbound get an accident in Dorchester, so expect a lot of delays on the Southeast Expressway. Southeast Expressway on the northbound side sold from First Brick and Quincy all the way up to Mosley Boulevard in Dorchester here. 93 on both sides slow around downtown Boston here. Mass Pike on the westbound side it's slow but from both sides from Logan Airport all the way up to 93 in Boston here. Mass Pike on the westbound side it's so from Brenton all the way out to Newton. Mass Pike on the eastbound side so from me also Brenton towards the Boston University. Mass Pike on the eastbound side so from the Newton corner here. Mass Pike on both ends slow around Route 120 in Weston here. And Mass Pike westbound is crypted all the way out to Route 9 in Framingham here. 128 on the southbound side is sold from Beverly all the way up in the Route 95 in Peabody here. 120 on the southbound side sold from Linfield to Reading here. 120 on the southbound side it is sold from Route 2 in Lexington all the way out to the Braintree split. 120 on the northbound side sold from Braintree split to Route 24 in Randolph here. And then 120 on the northbound side it is slow from Waltham all the way up to the Route 1 in Peabody here. 290 on the westbound side sold from Route 190 to Route 9 in Worcester here. Mass Pike it's backed up from Palmer all the way out to before I-84 in Sturbridge. Mass Pike on the westbound side sold through Brimfield due to the downpours and heavy rain here. 290 on the westbound side sold from Route 190 to Route 9 in Worcester here. 495 on the southbound side it's sold from Berlin all the way up in the Milford here. And 495 on the northbound side sold from Route 9 in Westboro all the way out to Hudson here. Up north, 93 on both ends, also from Somerville down to the Zakin Bridge. 93 northbound is backed up from Boston all the way up in the Medford here. 93 on the northbound side, it is slow from Medford all Stoneham all the way up to Route 120 in Reading here. Route 3 on the northbound side, it's slow from Route 120 in Burlington all the way up in the Billerick, and then hit brakes again on Route 3 on the northbound side for 495 low all the way up in the Westford here. 495 on both ends, slow from Route 2 in Littleton all the way out to Lawrence there. Due to some accidents on 495 in Westford and before Route 3, so expect a lot of delays if you're on that 495 stretch from Westford all the way out to Lawrence there. As 495 northbound is backed up all the way out to Haverhill there. 93 on the northbound side, it is sold from 495 and Andover all the way out to Salem, New Hampshire. 495 on the northbound side, also around Route 95 in the Newburyport here. Up in New Hampshire, Route 3 on the northbound side is over Nashua all the way up to Merrimack. Route 3 on the southbound side is over around Route 101 in Merrimack here. 93 on the northbound side is over Route 89 Concord out to 393 in Concord, New Hampshire here. 95 on the northbound side, a little slow around Route 101 in Hampton. 125 on the northbound side got an accident around Route 495 in April, so expect some delays here. Route Spalding Turnpike slow from Newington all the way up to Route 4 in Durham here. Main Turnpike on the southbound side, a little slow up in York. On the main Turnpike, a little slow around 295 in Portland, Maine. Main Turnpike on the northbound side, a little slow for the Gray interchange. And Mass Pike, main Turnpike on the southbound side, so from Auburn all the way up to New Gloucester here. And main Turnpike northbound also up in the New Gloucester here. And 295 still backed up from Bodenham all the way up to the Route 197 due to that accident early on. Alright, let's take a look at MBTA alerts here at 5:14 here. Subway system, Green Line expansion, moderate eastbound delays due to the stable train in Park Street. 7-1 SL5 experiencing minor delays due to traffic, and 7-1 SL1 experiencing minor delays. On the Commuter Rail, Framingham West Line train 5:20 to 4:40 p.m. from Worcester delayed today due to heat rated speed restrictions 30 to 45 minutes. Framingham West Line train 5:26 3:55 p.m. from Worcester delayed today due to heat related speed restrictions 30 to 45 minutes. Freeman Whistle Line, train 524, 3 p.m. from Worcester delayed today due to heat-related speed restrictions, 20-30 minutes. Freeman Whistle Line, train 521, 2:55 p.m. from South Station delayed today due to heat-related speed restrictions, 25 to 35 minutes. And the fares are looking good. Here, channel news time, 5:15 here on this Thursday evening in the Stanford weather report here. Current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 5:15 p.m. 82 degrees on temperature, mostly sky. Humidity 74%. Wind speed southwest of 9, gusted to 23 miles an hour. Barometer 20.8 inches, super about 73 degrees. Visibility 10 miles, heat index 87 degrees. Alright, our current conditions here not around the region here. 89 in Boston, 86 in Bedford, 88 in Beverly, 85 in Gloucester, 87 in Lawrence, 86 in Pittsburgh, 82 in Worcester, 83 in Sturbridge, 87 in Norwood, 85 in Taunton, 80 in New Bedford, 88 in Plymouth, 81 in Robinson, 80 in Chatham, 82 in Falmouth, 79 in Martha's Vineyard, 82 in Smithfield, 84 in Providence, 81 in Westlake, 79 in Block and it's 81 in Montauk and Islip, 80 in New York City, 84 in Bridgeport and New Haven, it's 36 in Danbury, 81 in Waterbury, 84 in Meriden and Hartford and Winslow, 78 in Springfield, 84 in Winslow, 84 up in Greenfield, Massachusetts, 83 in Athlone, Massachusetts, 76 in Northampton, 77 in Pittsfield, 83 in Albany, 79 in Silver Springs, 74 in Rutland, Vermont, 80 in Bennington, 75 in Brown, Vermont, 73 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 84 in La Corne, New Hampshire, 87 in Concord, New Hampshire, 82 in Chapman, New Hampshire, 82 in Keene, New Hampshire, 81 in Chapman, New Hampshire, it's 87 in Concord, New Hampshire, 88 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 90 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 92 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and 83 degrees up in Port Maine. Here, alright, looking at the surface map around the country, it shows a cold front from Manitoba stretching to Ontario, a stationary front from southern Nevada down for southern Utah and covered with a pair of low pressures right in front of it. Front of mine with a low pressure down for southwestern Arizona, and a front of mine down for Gulf of California, and a stationary front for western Texas with a low pressure around western Texas, American cold front from Texas, stretching it in through the southeastern station up the 95 and up, state New York and then up middle of Quebec. Here, merging the warm front from southeastern Quebec down for southern Maine, and station front off the Maine coast and out to sea with a low pressure in southern Maine and New Hampshire. Here, and another station front off North Carolina and another front of mine through the Gulf states with low pressure down in southern Georgia, and another front of mine from for the Florida Gold Coast stretching out with a low pressure off the South Carolina coast. There. And we got a front of mine from central South Dakota down for southwestern Minnesota, and a front of mine from northeast Wisconsin and up in eastern Ontario. Here. Low pressure in central California, southeastern Washington State. While we got high pressure centers in the Yellowstone Valley, eastern Kansas, and Nova Scotia. Air. 85 degrees at touch right now in Detroit and in Pittsburgh. 79 in Washington, D.C. 91 in Atlanta, Georgia. 92 in Miami, Florida. It's 95 in Brownsville, Texas. 99 degrees at Dallas, Texas. It is 83 in Kansas City. 87 in Chicago, 84 in Minneapolis, St. Paul. It's 83 in Great Falls, Montana. 84 in Seattle, 70 in San Francisco, 75 in Los Angeles. It's 99 in Las Vegas, 88 in Salt Lake City, 87 in Denver, 90 in Phoenix, Arizona, and 77 degrees in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here. All right, let's take a look at our latest radar situation, and this is the lines of showers and thunderstorms west of Leominster, stretching in west of Worcester, and up the Mass Pike 984 in Sturbridge, and stretching down 84 down for Stafford, Taunton, down for Windsor, down for Hartford, down for New Britain, and stretching down Hamden, and stretching down 95 for Bridgeport, Stamford, and stretching down Hempstead and Long Beach and Long Island Sound here. And also see some heavy showers and thunderstorms east of Keene, New Hampshire, and some spotty heavy showers and thunderstorms southwest of Keene, New Hampshire here. And zoom you out. And it shows a line of rain showers and storms stretching up in New Hampshire and up in the western Maine and the eastern Quebec and the northern Maine and the eastern Quebec and western portions of New Brunswick here. And this is a line stretch down central Jersey and down for northern Delaware and down for eastern Maryland and down for northeastern portions of Virginia, and some spotty heavy showers and thunderstorms on northwestern portions of Virginia here. And these cells are all moving in an east northeast here. So I'm expecting the Boston area and down the Boston Providence quarter to be in the shower and thunderstorm activity about 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and maybe an hour or two. All right, looking at the radar around the country here, and it shows some spotty showers and thunderstorms from the Carolinas around the southeastern corner of the country and stretching out eastern Oklahoma down for eastern Texas and down for western Arkansas, and some spotty rain showers and storms around southwestern Missouri down for southeastern Kansas, and some spotty showers and thunderstorms from northern Wisconsin, and a lot of showers and thunderstorms from central Saskatchewan down for southern Manitoba down for western and eastern portions of Ontario down for eastern western portions of Quebec here, and some spotty showers and thunderstorms from western portions of Texas and around northern Mexico around the Southern Four Corner region and down for southwestern Nevada down for southern California. Here, looking at satellite loop here, and it shows Atlantic clouds from north central North Carolina and up the Atlantic seaboard and up the eastern Quebec and then up in the northern Ontario and up in the Manitoba here, and some spotty clouds coming up to the South Carolina around Georgia, Alabama, southern Mississippi, and around eastern Louisiana and northern Louisiana, and some Atlantic clouds coming up to the Gulf of Mexico and around Florida there, and some spotty clouds from western Illinois down for Missouri, down for western Arkansas, down for the south central plain states and around the Four Corner region, and down for southern Nevada, down for east central and central portions of California here, and Atlantic clouds from western Alabama, western Alberta, up in British Columbia, and up in Alaska here. All right, let's take a look. At what is going on in the tropics here. Oh gosh. All right. Looking at the tropics in the Atlantic, a tropical wave accompanied by a low-pressure system is located a few hundred miles southwest of Cape Verde Islands. This disturbance continues to produce a large area of showers and thunderstorms. Some slow development possibly next week with some system moves westward at 15 miles an hour. Air range to chance 4 hours. Low 10% information chance for 5 days. Low 30%. And at 2 p.m. Disturbance number 2, an elevated area of low pressure located about 250 miles east on the South Carolina coast is coming by the Industrial shower and thunderstorm activity. They'll also expect to be moving northeastward to the parallel to the southeastern coast of the United States with no significant development. And this forecast emerged with a frontal system on Friday. 4-inch chance 4 hours. Low 10% of 4-inch chance for 5 days. Low 10% here. Eastern Pacific here. Latest on Trump zone Guillermo. 9.8 to the north, 124 to the west. Back to the same winds 6 miles per hour. Moving west-northwest around 14 miles an hour here. Guillermo continues to strengthen forecast become a hurricane on Friday here. At 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. our time, the center of tropical storm Guillermo was located in latitude 9.8 to the north, longitude 124 to the west. Guillermo is moving towards the west-northwest, doing 14 miles an hour, west-northwestward. Motion with an increase in forward speed is expected during the next 48 hours, and max sustained winds have increased in near 60 miles an hour, with higher gusts and additional strength in this forecast during the next couple of days, and Guillermo is expected to become a hurricane on Friday. Top zone force winds extend hours up to 8 miles an hour, 130 kilometers from the center of estimated minimum sun pressure, 99 millibars of 29.50 inches here. Alright, let us take a look at the forecast discussion here. Showers and thunderstorms this afternoon and evening will give way to dry weather Friday, but it will remain very warm and humid conditions return this weekend here. That'll become less humid with temperatures closer to normal next week. There'll be a low risk of scattered showers and acid thunderstorms this weekend and early next week. However, much of this time, dry weather will prevail. Near term until 6 a.m. Friday morning, 3:55 p.m. Update. Light and strong possibly severe thunderstorms at 9 p.m. Low clouds, wind damage, flood, and perhaps an isolated tornado. Analyst shows 50 and 2,000 kg of southbound Cape across southern New England with a 25 knots up 0.6 kilometers here, but meager mid-level lapse rate line of storms has become more organized from southwest Massachusetts across Connecticut into the New York City area. So far, heavy rain has been the main threat, but occasionally we have some Higher course development in the some of the storms potential for localized wind damage and flooding will continue in this evening here. Focus for the storms looks likely to be across Connecticut, Northern Rhode Island, and Central-East Massachusetts per high-resolution models. In particular, HRRR shows evolution nicely avoids timing in a couple of hours with slow. Line should reach prominence Boston quarter by 6 to 7 p.m. All fairly low probability still cannot rule out an isolated tornado family as far as east as Worcester Hills, and presence of 30-35 knot winds at 925 millibars at low LCL from 70 plus 2 point put toward the potential if does one occur, and that is a big if. It would be likely to be toward Waker side, given the strength of wind field aloft. Activity diminishes tonight with loss of daytime heating and passage of cold front, except patch of fog develop overnight. And look at that. What a note there. Here this off. Temperatures reach 90 degrees in Boston, Beverly, Massachusetts, and Plymouth, Massachusetts. Downpours are the biggest threat. I'm expecting tomorrow hot, but less humid expected. Highs tomorrow, 85, 91 degrees. Dank close, 62 to 71 degrees, and less humid by dawn. Alright. We have an advisory here as National Weather Service in Taunton has issued an urban and small stream flood warning for Northern Windham County and Northern Connecticut and Northeastern Taunton County and Northern Connecticut and Southwest Worcester County and Central Massachusetts until 7 p.m. Eastern United Time at 5:07 p.m. Double radar indicated thunderstorms with heavy rain that cause localized flooding across portions of Northeast Taunton, Northern Windham, and Southwest Worcester counties. Some locations that experience flooding include Mansfield, Connecticut, Killenly, Webster, Massachusetts, Southbridge, Massachusetts, Taunton, Connecticut, Oxford, Mass, Charlton, Mass, Stafford, Dudley, Putnam, Thompson, Sturbridge, Douglas, Woodstock, Wellington, Ashford, Pomfret, Eastford, and Union. Significant flooding is managed for some storms for some streets and other poor drainage areas in the Warren area. Do not drive through flooded roads. And a look at the hazard weather outlook. Day 1 tonight, isolated severe thunderstorms are possible threat. Early tonight, localized wind damage and flooding are the main threats. And day 2 for 7, Friday for Wednesday, no hazard weather expected at this time. Here? Alright, let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For tonight, showers and thunderstorms made before 1 a.m. Some spells could discuss winds and heavy rain. Patch fog at 4 after 11 p.m. Low around 68 degrees. Some about 5 to 9 miles because I is 25 miles an hour. Just patch with 9%. New rain for about 3 1/4 inch possible. Friday, sunny skies about 80 degrees. West for about 5 to 8 miles per hour. Friday night, most of the skies go at 64 degrees. Light west wind. Saturday, most of the skies are at 87 degrees. Light southwest wind increases at 5 to 10 miles per hour in the morning. Wind speed because I is 21 miles an hour. Here, Saturday, slight church showers and thunderstorms before midnight. Park skies go about 66 degrees. Transportation 20%. Sunday, sunny park skies about 86 to about 66 degrees. Monday, most sunny park skies about 88 to about 69 degrees. Tuesday, church showers. Thunderstorms. Part sunny park skies about 88 to about 66 degrees. Transportation 40%. Wednesday, most sunny park skies about 84 to about 63 degrees. And for Thursday, church showers. Part sunny skies about 80 degrees. Pairs, what a phrase of the evening. Storms in store. Bear with you. Have a good evening and goodbye today. To see 11 o'clock for a late night report. Have a good evening.